Kerry is looking at two computers. One has a single core processor, the other has a dual core processor. Explain why having a dual core processor might improve the performance of the computer. So the thing to do here is, first of all, underline what's important in the question. So Kerry is looking at two computers. So we've got two different computers. One has a single core and the other has a dual core. Explain why. That's what we have to do. That's what we're going to get the marks for in the exam paper. Explain why having a dual core process might improve the performance of the computer. For 2 marks. So we need to say at least 2 things. Alright, so this is how we need to answer the question. First of all, the question doesn't tell us what a single core and a dual core processor is. So if we explain what they are, we are already halfway towards answering the question. So we would say a single core processor has 1 processor, a dual core has 2 processors. Now you actually pick up a mark for saying that, and that leads us into being able to explain better why the dual core might be better. So a single core processor has 1 processor, a dual core processor has 2 processors. So why is that better? Well, the reason why it's better is a dual core may be better because, now this is the key word here, because. If you put the word because in your answer, you are already pushing yourself into explaining why. If you say this is because, you are explaining why, or you're about to explain why. Single core processor has 1 processor, dual core processor has 2. Dual core processor may be better because it can, well, what can it do? It can parallel process. Oops. It can parallel process. What's wrong with my typing? So it can parallel process. This means, so there's another tip for us, okay? Because, and this means. So this means it can execute, or fetch, decode, execute, up to 2 instructions at the same time. Okay, so in parallel process, you get a mark for that. What does that mean? It means it can execute 2 instructions at the same time. Let's really nail this down. Whereas a single core can only execute 1 instruction at a time. The word simultaneous is a good one to use as well when you're talking about dual core, quad core, something like that. Alright, so there's easily 2 marks for that question.